Hello, everyone. I'm Harry Hodge, and welcome to another SGS Take 5. So there's a lot of activity right now in the area of cosmetic sustainability, which might be something that a few of you have not heard about yet. So we wanted to take 5, and we're going to talk to Adam Hammes, ESG Director at SGS North America. Great to see you, Adam.
Nice to be here, Harry.
Thanks for joining us, Adam. So let's talk about what cosmetic sustainability is, and what are some of the main topics that companies disclose in this area?
Yeah, so recently we did research. Harsh Vasoya on my team researched the top 100 North American cosmetics companies and their actual reporting behavior. So we just released a white paper. You can use the link on this LinkedIn post or the description on YouTube. But we found the majority of those companies, 70%, publicly disclose their ESG and sustainability data. Of those reporting, nearly all of them reported both environmental and social material topics for the company, and the most common were on the environmental side, in order of frequency: material sourcing, packaging and waste, energy management, followed by greenhouse gas emissions. And then if you flip over to the social topics, it was product health and safety first, diversity and equal opportunity, occupational health and safety, and human rights.
That's fascinating stuff. What are some of the accepted standards or frameworks that these companies are advised to adhere to?
I mean, that's a great question, because it's one thing to have the material topics, but what exactly do your KPIs need to look like, things like that. And so best practice, and also to save a lot of time, is aligning your reporting to globally accepted frameworks and standards, which is, it's still an emerging trend in the cosmetics industry. We found the most common guidelines that were used were the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, the Sustainability Accounting Standards Board, or SASB standards, the Global Reporting Initiative, GRI standards, and the Task Force for Climate-Related Financial Disclosures. It's a mouthful, but TCFD framework, and that's just on climate. But often those businesses were also aligning to more than one. So for instance, they might mix SASB and TCFD.
Maybe on average, can you tell me how thoroughly do companies tend to disclose their information?
Another great question. Couple ways to look at it. So when we look at those same reporting companies in the cosmetics industry, it was great to see the majority reporting, and also to have that balance of social and environmental KPIs. There was room for improvement in thoroughness in 3 pretty key areas. One is targets. You know, many times those KPIs were disclosed with no goals, so there's no definition of success. Governance, only about a third of the companies disclose having what's called a senior governance body, or an ESG senior committee. And that's essential. That group oversees and manages the ESG and sustainability program overall. So they're missing critical top-down leadership in the company. Although I will say those who did report having that governance body had board level oversight. And just a note, why that's important: governance and ethics as a category is the highest priority when you look at what investors, financial institutions, rating agencies are looking for. Governance is at the top of that list. And then last is assurance, like third-party independent assurance. Only 21% of those companies disclose having third-party assurance of their data, which is critical, not only because stakeholders, sometimes regulations require it, but also just to avoid greenwashing and be confident that what you're reporting is an accurate claim.
No, for sure. These are all things that we need to be mindful of in the industry. So I was going to ask, how important is it for businesses to show they're aligned with third parties and ensure the accuracy of their claims and the data they're providing?
Well, we think very important, but a recent study of global investors indicated that 87% of them wanted, or they believed that corporate claims that were unsupported. They thought the majority of them were just unsupported, and they didn't believe them. So 75% of respondents also said they would have greater confidence, and what they really wanted was an independent, reasonable assurance report. And you could start with limited, but reasonable is really the goal when you come from investors and what they're looking for.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Adam, I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. If anybody out there wants to get more information, as Adam said, we've posted the white paper on this topic, and you can also reach out to our experts directly or visit our website. Stay tuned for more breaking news updates with our SGS experts, and thanks for watching.